What's going on, guys? It's ASHTAGbricks from ASHTAGbricks here, and yeah, I'm back. Oh man, it's good to be making videos. Like I said, I have been working on some longer form videos for both channels during the break. Yeah, it's so good to be back. And right now, I've got a little bit of a confession as far as organization goes. Well, let me just show you. So before we get into things, let me just, yeah, so these are my organizers. They're what I choose to organize my parts collection with. It's the Stanley Sortmaster Jr. And if I open these up, you can see this is sort of how I've been wanting to organize my parts as of late, instead of how some people, and that was formerly me, organized based off of color and then into parts. I actually just parts and then color. And you might not be able to tell, but that makes a huge difference. So you can see these are like all my 1x3s and 1x4s. Then grouped into colors. Just makes things a lot more efficient. And here's for the confession. You might have heard me say formerly. Well, I've been using these. Oh yeah, and you can see all of these yellow dividers come out, and so it's all modular, and they can really go just wherever you need them to. I believe this is the max of where they can go. And then you can see just got little labels on the handles to show you, to tell me what's inside if I'm looking at a glance. And of course they can close and they can lock together. But here's the confession part. You remember how I said formerly just a minute ago about how I used to organize my parts another way? Well, I'm still in the process of reorganization. Yep. Yeah, maybe I seemed organized to you, maybe I never have, and that might be, both of those might be arguably accurate on their own merits. But yeah, I am still in the middle of reorganizing my parts. And so here's the thing. I've been using the Sortmaster Juniors since 2014, yeah, really early in 2014. When my collection started becoming large enough to the point that it did necessitate organization for parts. And I kept them sort of the same way up until, oh gosh, for a while. I'm blanking on exactly when. And then I found out of the way that parts are organized in Lego Digital Designer. And so originally I had all of my parts. It was like all of the black parts, all of the yellow parts, sometimes a couple of organizers for like the gray parts or other colors like that you just get a lot of. And then I sort of divided those in roughly based off of their parts. But once I found the way LDD did it, or does it, I don't know if that program is still around, I like that way so much better. And I don't do it 100% the way it's done in LDD. There is, of course, some variation, but I sort of based my organization based off of that. So now, well, let me just sit you back down and really go into what the difference is. I think I can better illustrate my point with the round 1x1 stud plates, the stud pieces, because you can sort of see, and back away for just a second, I think you can see it just a little bit better with all the colors. And yeah, so of course originally it would be all of the gold studs would be in the organizer with the rest of the gold parts. Same with the purple, same with the black, the silver, the light silver, and the different colors of gray would all be grouped into the same organizer of of all of the gray parts. While in the end, my building wasn't hindered because of it, it did make things less efficient comparatively. For example, if I'm looking for one specific color of stud, let's say, just for the sake of it, let's say I've got, say I didn't have as many light trans blue pieces. Well, I go into the translucent parts, so again, light trans blue, like all of the translucent colors would all be grouped, as well as the clear would all be grouped into the same organizer. Well, then I would be looking through them, and it might make them harder to find, A, and B, there's another color that might suit the color scheme of the build better. For example, let's just use the light trans pink piece right here. Then it might actually, I might not find it as easily. Or if I'm looking, say, I can't find the color I was looking for, so I go with light bluish gray. Well, I might actually have a light trans pink stud somewhere in here, but because I couldn't just at a moment's notice lock my eyes on both of them together, I couldn't directly see which one would better suit the build. Or for example, say I can easily find purple easier, and was just had the idea originally to just use purple. Then I'm using that where light trans pink would suit it better, but I didn't realize I had light trans pink, and so I'm not using that. Or you can really just use whatever example of colors you want. And again, there's still a couple of organizers labeled studs, as you can see, but organizing it like this, or at a moment's notice, I can get the two organizers with the round 1x1 stud pieces on it. I can lay my eyes over all the colors, over all the selection, and truly make a better design choice of what color would be better. And so we'll just use the example again. Going back to the other organizer I've got right here, of the 1x2, 1x3, and 1x4 bricks. I could use, for example, I could use up a lot of my 1x2 bricks, or I could find, like, let's say I needed a 1x3 space to fill. I could use a 1x2 and a 1x1 brick that maybe I would burn through a lot quicker because of that, but I didn't know I had as many 1x3s as I did. But now, just looking at a glance and seeing all of them like this makes things, in my opinion, a whole lot more efficient than sitting and going through my organizers. What that does mean is that right now, the workshop is in a bit of a state of organized chaos. I'm having to move heights around a lot for this video, so please excuse the handheld camera. I'm having to actually, I took them all the parts out. Funnily enough, I did sort them into color-coded bags just because it was easier. But I do actually have like other bags that are based off of types of parts and that kind of thing. And as I reorganize them, then I'm putting them back in. It is a long process, particularly as it's not just because I'm also doing other things like animating, all sorts of stuff. And so it is taking a while, but I did want to sort of give this quick little, maybe bit of inspiration if you're trying to decide what method you want to use for part organization, as well as to just pull back the curtain for a second and say, like, as I do more building videos or design videos where I'm grabbing parts straight out of organizers, and all of a sudden you see a Ziploc bag, or in this case it's a hefty bag, coming into frame, and me pulling parts out of that. Just want to let you guys know trying to do my best to actually stay in a state of organization. I can't stand when I've got bags like this around the workshop. But sometimes, for the sake of organization, organized chaos is necessary to be able to go from the state of chaos to this. This pleases me. This makes me feel good. This does not. And so I'm continually working to turn this into this, but for now they're going to have to coexist. I wanted to let you guys know, just in case you see the bags in videos, that's what it's all about. If you would like me, hold on. If in the future you would like me to actually go into a bit more detail about part organization, and again, nothing is ever one size fits all, but if you want me to go into a video and just give my 2 cents about part organization and what I might suggest, what I might not suggest, stuff like that, the kind of things you're going to have to figure out for yourself, please leave a comment down below and I will definitely make that video. I know just about every Lego YouTuber does make a video on how they organize their parts, as well as just different tips for organization at some point. I know I've not done that. I've not really done that type of video, but we are just getting into second year of #bricks, which is so hard to believe. It's still hard to believe that we're just kind of getting started with that, as well as 2020 is just around on the corner, so could make that a special video for 2020 for the start or for the end, or well, maybe not for the end, but somewhere in between that. So if you'd like to see that video, please let me know. Please let me know any of your thoughts down below in the comments section. All of that stuff. You enjoyed this video, or at least if you found it informative, entertaining, or hopefully just enjoyed the truth of seeing that I am reorganizing my parts and that this is becoming a necessity. Please leave a like on the videos. It really helps out the channel. Yeah, I've got a bunch of stuff in the works. So if you want to see more in the future, please consider subscribing and ringing the bell for notifications, and as well as subscribing to our brother channel, Geek Hotspot, linked in the description. Thank you so much for watching. Again, I will read any comments that appear. It's good to be back, and I hope you enjoyed this little bit of truth, this little bit of pulling back the curtain to see that, yes, just because I look organized and I'm trying desperately to continue to be organized, there is still the bit of organized chaos that is necessitating. So yeah, if you've gotten to this point in the video, thank you very much. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.